Wow, guys, last night, I hope everyone had as much fun as I did. Not only did I have a party at my house, bull market still got a little bit of time to party. Wasn't that crazy, no alcohol, coconut water and Pepsi Max was as far as we went. But the party on the blockchain was way more exciting. Can you believe Alex Becker bought one of his, probably the second or third meme coin, and it was at a $7 million market cap. He bought a MICROCAP meme coin. We're going to get into that and all the fun that was had, not just with Becker, but also our other favorite people on the blockchain, the influencers, crypto guy John, the Zach crypto guy from LA, which we're going to dive into who he is in a second, and all of the friendly furry farm animals from the Freedom Farm. If you don't know who they are, we're going to talk about them right now. We're going to jump in. We're going to stop talking about what we're going to talk about and dive head on into Pnut the squirrel. Do you guys know who Pnut the squirrel is? I hope so. We covered it here on the channel a lot. We started talking about him at about a $70 million market cap, and we were like, you know what? I feel like we've missed him. He's pumped from zero. This guy, Remy, he called it from a $27,000 market cap. He hit something like a 34,000x on this thing. So something absolutely unreal, and there's evidence of him calling it. I'm actually part of his signals group now, and he's still hitting him out of the park. But we thought we missed it at 70. Binance listed it, went up to $2.4 billion, made a lot of people even richer. Becker was having FOMO. During the election, I posted about Pnut non-stop, but I did not buy Pnut. I suck at this, and I'm deleting my account. He was feeling a lot of resentment because he missed the 100x, the 1000x that he literally could have got on his money if he just bought into what he was tweeting about non-stop. Well, he thinks he's not too late to the party. He says, well, the deed is done. And guys, this leads into his $7 million micro meme cap purchase. So stay tuned. This gets nutty, so to speak. Nutty squirrel. I just bought six-ish figure. A six-ish figure is a weird way to say six figures. I'm guessing, I don't even know what that means. I was going to say, I guess it means close to 7, but maybe it means close to 5 figures. And we're going to say you bought $200,000 worth. Hard to track because it's on a centralized exchange, so Binance listed, that's why it rocketed, of Pnut in my first major meme coin investment. If I lose money, so be it. I refuse to watch other people make money on the patron saint of Magnum Dong's Pnut without me. I do think this pulls a SHIB/Pepe. SHIB/Pepe is about a $10 to a $15 billion market cap. So he thinks that still has a 7x to go, and based on the pullback today of a 1.5 billion, a 10x to go. But that's the high cap stuff. That's not what we're here for. We're going to get into low cap stuff in just a second. And he keeps bull posting Pnut now. Even Elon Musk mentioned Pnut. And why is this important? Well, my philosophy in crypto is that narrative trading and copy trading, the biggest influence in the world, someone like Elon Musk, who gets hundreds of millions of views if he posts to X. He's the guy who pumped Doge. This is the Department of Government Efficiency that he's starting with alongside Trump and Vivek. He made this absolutely gigawick from 11 cents up to 35 cents. And in terms of market cap, that's adding like $35 billion into that project because he has that sort of pull. He has that sort of influence. Becker is tiny compared to Elon in terms of his pull, but you'll see just how big his pull is in a second when you look at this microcap. Okay, so the story of the blockchain party where it rained money starts here. Crypto Zach LA, he said, did anyone else know that there is also a horse at the Pnut Freedom Farm? The Freedom Farm is where Pnut was rescued to and then taken away from and passed away, but he was taken with Fred the raccoon. And apparently there is also, this is the breaking news yesterday at 3:39 a.m. my time, November 15, hearing something about a horse named Cheyenne. And then he replied to his own tweet saying the Freedom Farm currently consists of Pnut with a $2.4 billion market cap at that point in time, Goat with a $1 billion market cap, Fred with a $315 million market cap. We'll talk about Fred here on this channel at believe it like a $20 million market cap at the same time that Pnut was at a $70 million market cap. And the horse Cheyenne, a sub $5 million market cap. Repricing soon. Is he going to match these sorts of market caps? It's possible. It's not impossible, but it has to be run by the right people. And it can't just be 1,000 different animals popping up and everyone chasing. Well, it can be because we're in a bull market, but it gets silly after a point. And this is what Becker said. He says, no, Pnut only. He's sticking to the blue chips of the Freedom Farm tokens. Zach replied to him and said, "Ride the blind horse, Becker." I'm not sure if Cheyenne on the Freedom Farm is actually blind. Weirdly, probably adds to the narrative and the hype if she is. But I don't know if that's 100% accurate. The Freedom Farm is calling your name. And if you scroll down, you can see Johnny says, "The farm, bruh." And talking about our friend John, probably about 10 hours after Zach posted about this, he wrote, "I think I found the next Pnut," with the looking eyes here on Twitter. 273,000 views. John has a big presence and a lot of people want to ape into the tokens that John is getting into. Zach says, "Are we riding the horse, Johnny?" And Johnny says, "Yeehaw." And so what we talk about on this channel, quick sidebar with you, you can see how the news cycle works. So you had Crypto Zach finding the alpha first, and then you had Johnny finding the alpha second. Then you have Alex Becker coming along third. We're going to show you his responses and when he actually got into this token, coming along third. And then what normally happens is, I mean, honestly, I'm probably here. If we continue this picture, you have across the Rubicon, Benji here in fourth. And then if you're only just hearing about Cheyenne now, you're fifth. And you are, I mean, not late compared to retail, but pretty far down this news cycle. And the further you can get up it, the more money you can make in this super cycle. And then so John, after getting into this token, continued to talk about it. And this is the sort of stuff that you see in a bull market, where in reality, it's not the craziest thing, but the Cheyenne developer obviously sent some of the supply to the original Pnut developer. And the Pnut developer burned 1% of the supply that got sent to the deployer. And the candle absolutely, well, not absolutely, but you can see the candle pumped up a decent amount. And if you have a look at the numbers here, you know, it probably went 40% in that one little candle. So the narratives are there, and all people need in this market is a small narrative to jump on, and you have an absolute bushfire burning everything and making everybody temporarily wealthy until it comes crashing down the other side. But we're not at that point yet. We're at the bushfire stage, which is the most fun stage to be in. Crypto God John says, "Betting hundreds of thousands of dollars on farm animals going to billions. What is life?" Which is a hilarious little sidebar, but at the same time, you can see exactly how much Crypto God John is betting on these farm animals. He also then posted something similar to what Zach posted. He said the core form of Pnut's Freedom Farm, one is significantly cheaper. You got Pnut at 2.5, Goat at 1.2, Fred at 320 mil, and Cheyenne at this point, remember it was sub 5 a second ago, was at $30 million. It seems like it's going to reprice higher to catch up to its peers, and they post the photo of, I don't know what that word says, the Freedom Farm with the 4 animals, of which you can see the pattern here. Zach's replying to John, John's replying to Zach, Becker's jumping in where he wants to. The first animal on the Freedom Farm, Cheyenne, will see higher soon. Now, they did see higher. Have a look at this chart up here. You can see it started skyrocketing up to a 39 cents, and I believe that's a $39 million market cap. Huge pullback down to the 7-cent mark and a $7 million market cap. And you can see Zach said, if there's any place to bid Cheyenne, it's here at a $7 million market cap level. The horse will go higher. And now, this is where the main event happens. This is where Becker enters the ring in his lycra and baby oil and says, he just woke up and he says, "I see this is related to Lord Pnut," who he bought a mid-6-ish figure bag of. "Okay, I am in." For one of the first times, he gives you a buy notification on Twitter that he's not just buying into a meme coin, but he's buying into a meme coin at a $7 million market cap. And if you know Alex Becker and you follow us here on the channel, the Becker effect is huge. Look at this giga candle that Becker sent this from the $7 million market cap level, almost all the way back up to the $40 million market cap level, just from one reply tweet. And reply tweets, you know, it's got 64,000 views now, and word is slowly starting to spread that Becker got into this. But reply tweets, you don't really see as much in the newsfeed as if Becker just posted directly about it or put it on his YouTube. So it still was a little bit behind the curtain. But this Becker effect, guys, was not the end of it. Have a look at how parabolic this has gone since. So we want to zoom out a little bit. This is the start of the Becker candle, the Becker God candle up here, sent it up to that $37 million market cap. And then as people started to hear more and more about it, it got a big buy up here, pushed it up to the $40 million market cap, pushed it up again as this news is circulating. Remember, the further up the news cycle, the cheaper you're going to get. And as the news circulates down, more and more people are hearing about it, more and more people are in. And it's just this up-only event that happens when you have the social influence of a big time influencer with a big audience and you know you're not last in that, or you hope you're not last, you're just going to see the prices getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it sort of levitated around that $50 to $40 million market cap level. Really recently, again, it's had another big push up as this news spreads even further, getting up to the $74 million level, which is a 10x the market cap that it was yesterday when Becker replied to that tweet by CryptoZack LA. And of course, what do we do here on the channel? We track these influencers. We track their wallets, we track their socials, and we track their portfolio so we can mirror the same results that they get, because that's how you can get these insane overnight gains. And inside of our wallet tracker, what sort of alert came through 4 minutes after the tweet, after 561 people saw this tweet? This was pushed through to the Rubicon wallet tracker that's available inside our inner circle. It says Becker, after becoming a Pnut holder, is now claiming to be entering into a token that is related, Cheyenne, the horse. Here is the exact contract address, and here is a link directly to Dex Screener. Push notification to your phone, because this is what our wallet tracker does. It is a software that we built inside of Telegram to help me get push signals for news events and opportunities that are going crazy right now in the bull run, because the fear and greed index is at 90 right now. So there's a lot of asymmetric bets going on. They don't all skyrocket 10x, 50x, but in a bull market, it seems to be a very asymmetric bet to make. So we built out this software, and you can get it by joining our inner circle if you're not in there already, and you can get our own personal news feed of all the opportunities that we want to push alert to your phone that we think might be interesting and educational for you. You get the portfolio reveals where you can see all the influencers, the top influencers' portfolios, so you can literally mirror their portfolios and get the exact same results in this bull market that they do. And then you have the buy and sell alerts, where we've reverse engineered top influencers' wallets by looking at their social media, seeing what they're saying they've bought, seeing the receipts that they're posting, and then finding the wallets that match that on the blockchain. We have blockchain detectives going out there and finding these wallets for you guys so that you can get notifications when they buy or sell a new token. Exactly like what happened last night at the blockchain party, exactly like what happened down here on the graph before it went absolutely parabolic. And I know our inner circle is not for everyone, but we made 5 figures last night on this one trade. And so if you want to get ahead of the mainstream, you want to move up the news cycle, the link is in the description below. Don't jump into our inner circle at the end of this bull market when you're like, okay, I'll finally get in. Get in now while the opportunities are insane. So why did Alex Becker go absolutely nuts and buy a meme coin, a microcap meme coin at a 7 mil market cap? Well, RNG says, you aping a 7 mil market cap tokens is exactly what I want this cycle. This is where the fun is really starting to begin. And Alex Becker says, I woke up a bit early and I'm feeling slutty. I needed a dopamine hit. And he got one. He moved, I believe, 20,000 US dollars in. Got that basically a nice 8 to 10x from his buy point. I mean, he made 6 figures. And of course, we are tracking his wallet to see when he sells so that we can match his sell as well, because we don't want to be holding this when it all comes down. But the theory here is the whole animal farm will be listed on a tier 1 exchange. And Becker says this as well, because that wasn't the only token he bought last night. Soul Engineer says Fred is one of the most related with Pnut, which we talked about that on the channel at that $20 million market cap level. That is the raccoon. Alex Becker responded. He says, I aped Fred too just now. Got the entire Freedom Farm trifecta, so he also bought into Fred. Fred now is doing really well. And also, here's an important educational side note for you. So Becker bought into Fred, and let's have a look at how many views that tweet got here. 11,000 views, so less than the one on Cheyenne. I don't actually know exactly how to say it, but I've gone for Cheyenne for this video. You can see the candle here recently has wicked up a bit, and we're not exactly sure this is Becker. And why does he have a less influence on this token than the other one, Cheyenne? Well, if you're on the ball here, congratulations to you. It's because the market cap is a lot bigger. So they need a lot more people and a lot more volume in order to get something like a 2x or a 3x, let alone an 8 to 10x on a token like that. That would send it into the $1.8 billion level, which is a lot of value that's going to have to enter a market like this. But this still could have potential. And important to know, I'm not telling you to buy anything in this video. In fact, for the rest of this bull market on this channel, I'm going to say I recommend you don't buy it. Because personally, I don't benefit when you buy it. Becker doesn't really benefit when you buy it. Buy it if you think you're early enough in the news cycle. That is the motto that's going to be sticking around for the bull market. Johnny says, though, that he wouldn't be surprised if Binance says, flip it, and just lists the entire farm onto Binance. And you remember what happened with Pnut when it got listed onto Binance. Let's find this graph for you. This is the Binance listing here, which skyrocketed from a a $40 million market cap into a $2.4 billion market cap. Oh, sorry, was that a 400? Sorry, it's a $400 million market cap to a $2.4 billion market cap. Absolute steroids. Now, this is where things get convoluted, and I've made a lot of content this week about derivatives of meme coins and how to become a meme coin millionaire. Go watch my 33-minute video on this channel that I put up probably about 4 days ago on it, because people are making derivatives. Pnut was first, Fred was second, and then Goat, interestingly enough, I think they're referring to Goatius Maximus. I don't actually think that the Goat is at a 1.2 billion market cap from the farm, but instead, and actually we'll go through this first. Now you've got Cheyenne, which at the time of this post was a 40 mil market cap, now at a 60, 70 mil market cap, potentially going higher depending on how far that narrative has currently spread. But Ruby is now the GOAT, and you can see the potency of the narratives gets less and less every time a new one comes around, because Fred is at a 315 mil market cap, but Peanut's at a 2 bill. And Cheyenne's probably going to fall below Fred, and Ruby's going to probably fall below Cheyenne. And if Binance listed, for example, Fred and Cheyenne, I don't think they're going to perform as well as Pnut did, because it loses its value and loses its power and potency every single time something happens for a second time. The only real exception to this, in my personal observations, is as mainstream catch on more and more. Retail money comes in, dumb money comes in, and there's just way more people, and everyone's really slow to a narrative, or extremely slow. So you might think, oh, I've missed this, such as Pnut at a 70 mil market cap, but you're not factoring in how big and how slow retail really is, which is why Murad's saying, guys, most of the pump's going to happen at the end of 2025, and everything that we're doing right now, we're still extremely early. But things like these farm animal narratives, they have to last the distance. They could drop off overnight, where something like a Pepe or something like a Doge, even something like an SPX 6900, which has been around, believe over a year, they've got a lot more legs to them, a lot more diamond holders, and a much stronger community. But you can see these hot flash in the pan opportunities are way more fun to be following. Now, if you want access to the Rubicon Whale Tracker, go to the link in the description below. You join our inner circle. This is where we talk about rising crypto opportunities and portfolio breakdowns, and we talk about what the best traders in the world are doing so that we can have the same advantage. They have a better network than us. They have better earlier alpha than us. They have more money than us. They study the charts for longer than us. They just have these insane advantages that I don't want to compete with. So I'm going to track their wallets. I'm going to track their portfolios, and I'm going to make my own decision based on that of what tokens that I personally want to buy. And so the Rubicon Whale Tracker is included inside our Inner Circle membership. The link is in the description below. Also, if you made it to the end of the video and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, we have some amazing Alex Becker content coming up, including hunting down his own meme coin that he's saying that he's going to be launching very soon. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you in the Inner Circle. Enjoy your bull run. See you in the next video.